Hello. Hi, we are Hello Savannah. Hello Savannah makes it very easy and convenient for consumers and vendors to purchase fresh food from local scale farmers. Africa's current food system is broken. This causes over 40% post-harvest losses, the exclusion of small-scale farmers, and dependency on imported foods. Our solution is Hello Savannah. Hello Savannah uses a mobile app to connect consumers to local food producers with a transparent and traceable end-to-end solution. As founders, we have a diverse entrepreneurial, socioeconomic, and operation background, building and leading award-winning multi-million-dollar companies in both emerging and developed markets. With Hello Savannah, our vision is to, first, support small-scale farmers to take leadership developing the continent in the most sustainable way. Second, create opportunities for a growing young population. Third, enable African countries to feed themselves. And most importantly, stop the importation of fresh foods. We have an excellent news for you guys. We have just signed an agreement with the village of Beralab to develop thousands of hectares of land into small-scale farmers. We are also developing the first version of our mobile app, and we have signed a supply agreement for irrigation technology. Please come vote for us and join us to transform agriculture in Africa to be both financially successful and impact-driven. Your vote will have a long-lasting generational impact for small-scale farmers and their communities.
Hello, my name is Morgan from Asilimia. Asilimia is a bookkeeping application enabling African microbusinesses to manage all of their finance in one place and access affordable funding solutions. For African microbusinesses, no data means no money. Why? Just because most of them still use cash and pen and paper to keep track of all their business transactions. So they can't access to formal funding solution if they don't have any way to prove to bank their ability to repay their loans. We built a very simple and easy to use bookkeeping application enabling African microbusinesses to record and digitize all their business transactions. So they can record their sales, expenses, liabilities, and easily pay their suppliers. And thanks to all the business data collected, we allow them to access to dedicated trade finance solutions. We are a team of 20 people, all based in Kenya, with extensive knowledge of the African informal market and also strong skills in software development and digital lending products. We want to change the narrative toward African microbusinesses because while they are driving the African economy, employing more than 80% of the population, they are still totally excluded from the formal financial system just because they are informal and then considered as highly risky. In less than a year, we onboarded more than 200,000 microbusinesses in Kenya who recorded more than $75 million of microtransactions within the app. Join us in changing the narrative from African microbusinesses and vote for Asilimia.
Hello everyone, it's Benjamin, co-founder of Pixo. At Pixo, we are building the biggest network of reusable food containers, from your plate to the washing center. Every day, more than 30,000 tons of plastics are dumped into the oceans. A huge part of these plastics come from disposable packaging, the packaging you use when you buy groceries or when you have a takeaway. We want to get rid of all of them. At Pixo, we created a technology to help our clients managing their stocks of reusable containers, and another technology to incentivize end users like yourself to bring back their containers into our network. We are two co-founders at Pixo. François and I met at the engineering school Central Paris, and in 2018, we decided to change the way we consume today, and we created Pixo. This year, we will manage more than 1 million reusable food containers. And our goal is that in only 10 years, you won't be able to see a disposable packaging anymore. We signed a contract with the biggest player in the fast food industry to deploy all its French point of sales. It's McDonald's. Today, we need you to build with us a connected circular economy that will shape the way we consume tomorrow. Please vote for us, and in the meantime, come and chat with us on Discord. We will be happy to answer all of your questions.
Hey, how you doing, guys? So Mayan is a search engine that aims to transform every search into social impact by investing 30% of its revenues into non-profit organizations. Today, African NGOs and social impact venture working in the field of healthcare, food, or water are currently severely underfunded. This is a problem that we are trying to solve with Mayan. Our solution is simple: find and fund. Find the result you want on Mayan and fund impact venture with revenue generated by your search. We are a super team of 5, a super CTO committed to impact-driven technology, an impact lead who's privy to drove program for the World Bank and UNDP, a junior marketing ninja, and an ex-soccer player, and me, a former employee for Microsoft. In the next 12 months, our commitment is to fund health NGOs and provide inclusive and quality health services, medicine, vaccine, and technologies, and scale to food and water. That's our goal. We are super excited to share that Mayan is working with Apple. Mayan will be one of the default search engines on Apple devices, and these features will be live on Wednesday 18. I really hope I've been clear on my message, and I really hope I will share you on Mayan very soon.
Hi! Welcome Place gives refugees fast and direct access to essential services such as bank account, internet, job, training, and learning solutions. When immigrants arrive in a new country, they don't know where to find their needs and who to trust. They spend between 70 and 200 euros to just phone their family back. Solutions are fragmented and not practical. Welcome Place is a curated marketplace. On our website, every newcomer can reach valuable services such as a local phone number, a bank account, or even a new job offer quickly and at a fair price. We are a team of 3 co-founders. Kat, she's the former director of La French Tech and chief impact officer of Content Square. Caroline, she's the former Orange startup accelerator manager with several years of experience in tech for good. I am Ruh Savar, a tech and social entrepreneur. I am also a political refugee in France, and I am president of Singa. Singa is a NGO that works with refugees, newcomers, and immigrants for their social and economic inclusion. We want to help refugees without a network, lacking any familiarity with the host society. The economic and social inclusion of newcomers and refugees take normally 5 years. It is highly costly for the person as well as for the society. We want to reduce this inclusion period to just 1 year. 30 companies have already joined us, like Visa, Dior, Generali, Salesforce, etc. By June 20th, the International Day for Refugees, we aim to have 100 companies as partners. In 2009, when I arrived in France as a refugee, I spent hundreds of euros calling my family back home. Several weeks later, I realized that some services was 10 times cheaper. Help us ensure any newcomers never relive the same experiences I had 13 years ago.
Hi! Aquaverse used the power of sea sponges to clean our ocean and seas from micropollution. Our ocean and seas are threatened by heavy metals, microplastics, bad bacteria and viruses. Did you know that we eat an equivalent of 1 plastic credit card per week? These are tiny pollutants that are seeping into our daily lives in hidden ways. Our solution is sea sponges. One single sea sponges have the power to filter 10,000 liters of water per day. Their superpower is absorbing micropollution, and they can even be cut in tiny pieces. They have the ability to grow independently and still be able to filter pollution. I'm Dolian. I have roots in Tunisia, where sea sponges are common. I shared this passion with my co-founder, and Aquaverse was born. The founder team has unique experiences with an entrepreneurial and science background. The project is composed of 18 people that make up development, operational, and advisory team. Our first impact ambition is to clean the Mediterranean Sea, which is the most polluted. But when it comes to the bigger picture, we want to reconnect nature and humanity by cleaning our ocean and seas through a spongy business model. We are happy to share with you that we have been chosen by UNESCO as the most innovative company of the world this year. All this is our challenge. Nobody did this before. But us, Guardians, we can make it possible by deploying experimentation, proof of concept, and finally, mass positive impact production for humanity. So dive in the Aquaverse and become Guardians Carter Shift. Vote for us to clean the seas.
Hello. Hello, I'm Raphael. Revolt is the first network of garage dedicated to electric and hybrid cars. In our workshops, we maintain, we repair, in order to save every car from destruction. The problem is that car industry pushes you to renew your car every 10 years to fight programmed obsolescence. We are electric cars experts. We can repair and maintain any electric and hybrid cars on the market. Since day one, we have developed the tools, the process, the workshops. We train the mechanics with one mission: making cars last 100 years and beyond. There's Alexis, there's Lucas, Erwan, Cédric, Giskai, Jérémy, Rémi, and me. We are 8 entrepreneurs, marketers, businessmen, garagists, even a stage designer. We are bound by the conviction that our little contribution will make the great difference. We want to reduce the number of cars being junked. We want to increase car sharing, and we want to make a switch in people's mind. Cars must be the last resort in terms of mobility. In simple words, use it less, make it last. Yes, we have two great news. We are proud to celebrate our 10th car saved from destruction. This is a Renault Zoe, like this one. And in September, we will open our workshop number 2, which will be 10 times bigger than this one. You want to help us making car last 100 years? Vote for us.
Hello! Hi CarLashIFT, I'm Ivan from Joie. Our technologies transform organic waste into renewable energy and biofertilizer. Well, we're actually addressing 3 key issues. First, we solve the pollution problems related to the growing volume of waste produced by our modern world. Second, we tackle the planet concern about excessive use of fossil fuel, which has adverse impacts on climate change. And third, we address health issues related to chemical agriculture. We have designed and patented modular stations that take from half ton to 20 ton of organic waste per day through a plug flow process. These plants offer high productivity with a minimal footprint. They can be installed in a farm, in a food factory, a shopping center, or a city, for example. We are currently a team of 15 people with extensive industry experience in the fields of environmental engineering, production, and business management. We plan to add 20 people to the team within the next 12 months. One of our stations treating 1 ton of organic waste per day has several impacts. Number one, it can regenerate 30 hectares of land per year or provide for 50 hectares of crop fertilization. Number two, it will prevent 275 tons per year of CO2 emission by avoiding the use of chemical fertilizers. And lastly, it will produce 60 cubic meters of biomethane per day, thus avoiding the emission of 32 tons of CO2 per year. Well, we have 3 great news to share with you. First, in July, we will operate a station at Bagatelle Mall in Mauritius, which will treat the kitchen waste. Second, we are finalizing a scientific partnership with INRAE in France. And third, we are about to file a new patent for an innovative biofertilizer injection device. We have currently a pipeline of 30 projects under negotiation, both in the Indian Ocean territories and in France, and we are extremely excited by the fast development of Joie. So vote for us and let us impact the world together.
Hi, I'm Dorian from Carboneo. We are recycling industrial carbon dioxide into useful chemicals. Today, the industry is responsible for about 25% of carbon emissions, so it is urgent to reduce their carbon footprint. Carboneo is creating a carbon cycle within factories. The emitted CO2 is transformed into useful chemicals using an electrolyzer. Carboneo has been founded by the Professor Marc Robert and I. Actually, Carboneo is my PhD work. We want to reduce the carbon footprint of the industry by finding a value in carbon dioxide. Our lab is now open for business and we are starting to work on our lab-scale prototypes. We hope we will be able to reduce the carbon footprint and transform CO2 into fuels.
Hi, I'm Nicolas from Yeasty, and we developed a solution to produce a protein-rich flour for food manufacturers by reusing spent yeast, a byproduct from the breweries. Our solution aims to tackle three big issues of our decade. Issue 1. The world needs to answer the needs of an additional 2 billion people by 2050. Issue 2. 1/3 of the global food production is wasted. And issue 3. The meat production represents 15% of the global greenhouse gases emissions. So we urgently need to find solutions to feed people correctly and to decrease the impact of our food consumption. And that's why we created Yeasty. At Yeasty, we produce proteins that are nutritious, tasty, and affordable, but way less polluting for our planet. And how do we do it? Step 1. We collect yeast from the breweries. Step 2. We get rid of the bitterness thanks to our unique and innovative process. And to finish, we concentrate and dry it to make our game-changer protein-rich flour. Our team is composed of 3 ambitious entrepreneurs with complementary skills. We are 2 engineers and 1 business guy with different specialties ranging from food production, economics, corporate management, and data sciences. Our main impact goal is to reduce the environmental footprint of the breweries and also to enable people to adopt a nutritious diet. This diet can include food elements like Yeasty's product, which are sustainably produced and environmentally conscious. Yes, we just signed a research contract with a leading French institute in the field of circular economy. It enables us to reinforce our processes and also our patent, which is driving the Yeasty's success. Our collaboration is confidential for now, but we hope we will be able to share with you further details in a few weeks. Do not forget that investing in Yeasty today is investing in a project that targets important environmental and social impact inscribed in the purpose of our company. And it is also investing in an industrial project with worldwide ambitions and that evolves in a growing market, alternative proteins. And to finish, it is investing in your best excuse to drink a good beer. So, but for us.